Hi, I'm Michelle Robinson, and I'm so excited to be here with Ethan Wohlwend. Ethan, hey, how are you?
Good.
Thank you for being with me today. And we're going to be talking about your new book, The Treehouse. But before we get started talking about your new book, can we talk a little bit about you?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your life. Now, do you go to school?
No, I'm homeschooled.
You're homeschooled? And tell me a little bit about homeschooling. What's your favorite subject?
Probably my history. I use the Ron Paul curriculum, and it's fun to learn about some of the, like one of the things I learned about a month or two ago is I learned about Magellan and how he was the first person to sail a full loop around the world.
Wow.
And it was funny. It was funny that I learned that, and then a couple weeks later, the movie Uncharted came out, which was made around that. And it was just cool that I had learned about that before. And it's exciting to learn about all the different stories about that.
I love that. I love history. Do you love school?
Not really.
You know what? If you would have said yes, I would have been like, you're the only kid I've ever heard say that.
It can be fun sometimes.
Well, you do school everywhere. You travel all over the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you enjoy traveling?
Yes.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing in life, like as far as that you feel like is fun that you do?
Pretty much anything physical.
Anytime
we're traveling, I'm always end up in the pool, or if we're at the ocean, I always end up in the ocean.
Very cool. You like to swim?
Yes.
Are you pretty do you like sports? Are you into like more athletic? Are you more energetic type sports, or what do you like to do?
I'm not really in any sports, but I like doing stuff kind of like that.
Like, you're like into exercise, like swimming and
randomly I will just feel like it and I'll run outside and run a lap around the driveway for no apparent reason.
I bet that makes your mom happy. Get all your energy out, right?
Probably.
Well, that's great. That's great. Well, let's talk about your book, The Treehouse. I'm excited about it. Tell me a little bit more about what it's about. And it says it's about an ingenious boy who has a mission. It sounds like you.
The main character is based off of me. Okay. The main character, Darius Knight, he likes to build random things out of wood. And one day on a drive home on his bike with a friend, he sees a pile of scrap wood, at least what he thinks is scrap wood, at a job site. And he thinks, maybe I can build something bigger with that. And he walks up and asks the foreman at the work site. He says, hey, is that pile a scrap wood pile? And he goes, and the foreman says, yeah, you want it? You can have anything from there. It'll save me from carrying it out at the end of the day. And he's super excited, and Darius and his friend gets a handful of wood and starts to take it back to Darius's house. But they have trouble carrying it and riding their bikes. And one kid sees them struggling and says, hey, it looks like you're having a hard time. How about I help you carry that? And he helps carry the wood back to Darius's house, and they become friends. And on the way there, the new person says, hey, I saw this kid in Happy Lake who had a trailer that hooks to his bike, which is talking about Atlas in the garage. And later in the book, he starts to build a trailer to try and carry the wood.
So the whole entire premise is about this treehouse that's being built. And it's about coming together as friends? Some of that. You don't have to give us the whole story.
He starts to build the treehouse, and then on the way, one day when he's carrying wood back, he sees that one of his neighbors has trouble with a broken step, and they help fix the step, and then at the end, after they fix it, she pays him, and he goes, maybe I can make a business out of this. And he accidentally starts a business by helping them, and then he goes through and starts helping a bunch of different people, and
so now you have
they have at the end they have a problem with the city code, and they say like, hey, you can't do this without a warrant.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not going to spoil the whole story, but
yeah. But you actually have a business yourself.
yes.
So you're an author, but then you also have a company that you actually are part of as well. What do you do?
I invest in real estate, buy and hold real estate.
Yes. And do you enjoy that?
Yes.
And what are some of the lessons that you've learned out of that? If you could think of one lesson, how about that?
One major one that I can think of is check up on your contractors. I didn't do that. And, well, a house was left vacant for about a year. That was not fun.
Wow. Well, you learned, though, right?
Yes.
And now that will never happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Well, good. Well, thank you so much for being with me today. Is there anything else you want to share about your book before we go? The Treehouse. Are you excited about it?
I am very excited about it.
Well, it's good. Thank you for being with me.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Ethan.